If it is or if it ain't, it's going to come out. Good morning, everybody. It's your girl, Miracle Sims, and you're listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration and juice. It is January the 8th, 2022. And today the topic is becoming a disciple. Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Let me first start by saying thank you to those of you all that tuned in last night to God, Sex, and Love, the talk show. A chat with Miss Marilyn Dabney. I hope that you all enjoyed the episode and getting to know her and about courageous self-care specialists and everything like that. Also, something else I wanted to tell y'all. Oh, yeah. On next week, y'all, on the 11th, I am making a special announcement. So, if you're not following your girl, go ahead and find me, Actress Miracle Sims, on YouTube, Actress Miracle Sims, on Facebook and Instagram and everything like that. If you guys want to know more about what I got coming up and my special announcement that I'm making on the 11th at 8 p.m. if the Lord's will. And yeah, y'all, super duper excited. So, today actually is my uncle's, memorial service. And so I do intend to go to that later on this morning. And so, that is something to note for today. But other than that, no plans per se. I plan to do that, and then I guess, most likely spend some time with family while we're down there, and try to make my way back up the road. Maybe my way back home. So yeah, that is the plan for today. Yesterday, not too much other than my hustles from home and trying to find some time to rest, because the interesting thing, while everybody else was resting, my husband and my son, I was up and I was, doing the little things I do. And so by the time my husband went off to work, I was tired, and it just was this whole thing. But anyway, that was yesterday. But your girl, I went ahead and did my workout yesterday, so that was good. And I guess took care of some household duties and whatnot, or at least tried to start to. So that was good too, to do that. And so that's an update on my life, y'all. That's an update on everything. But let's get into this juice for today. So as I did my prayer meditation, I thought of discipleship. I thought of the word discipleship. And so that led to the topic for today. And so let's go. So one of the first things I did outside of looking for verses centered around discipleship, I looked up the word disciple. And this is what the definition says. It says a personal follower of Jesus during his life, especially one of the 12 apostles. And then it also says follower or student of a teacher, leader, or philosopher. So I found that interesting that, again, when definitions acknowledge God and acknowledge Jesus, I always find it a little bit interesting. But, that's what it says as of January 8th, 2020. Who knows what it'll say later on, because, stuff gets switched up. But anyway. As of January 8th, 2020, they still acknowledge that a disciple is a follower of Jesus. Okay. Anywho, I guess it was important to look up that definition, because you're going to see disciple in the Bible a lot. Like, actually, if you look at the Go Deeper section, there are a lot of verses, but that they only kind of sprinkle on this idea of becoming a disciple or what a disciple is. I know that, there's a lot of verses that Jesus specifically say, if you do this, you're my disciple. If you don't do this, you're not my disciple. And from there. So, I hope that you all decide to go deeper and check out these verses that I shared, as well as check out whatever verses that you all find on your own that are centered around this, because, I believe that it's important, because not only are we supposed to become disciples, but we're supposed to make disciples. And so, yeah, just something to think about, y'all. That is just something to think about. The first verse I want to share with you all this morning is Luke 14:27. It says, whoever does not bear his own cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. Well, there you go. Bear your cross and come after him. I mean, I guess we can, try to debate about what that actually means and everything like that. And but I believe that as we study and as we read the Bible and stuff, we'll see clearly what that means to, bear your cross and to come after him and everything like that. So that's just the start, but that's the first verse to share this morning. The second verse I'm sharing this morning is also in Luke. It's Luke 9:2-23. It says, and he said to all, if anyone would come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. Well, if you were wondering, what that previous verse meant, I mean, there's a little a sneak peek, inside look into what it means. It says here, what does it say? Where is it? I lost it that quick. Here you go. You got to deny yourself. So that's one thing, deny yourself. And the second thing that he says here is take up his cross daily. So, and then the third thing it says is follow me. So, again, the first part here, the part that says deny himself, the first thing that comes into my mind is like all those verses that say, don't lean on your own understanding and everything like that. There's things that we think is right? But, and yes, we are free to do everything that we want to do. But again, it doesn't mean that we should. That doesn't mean that it's right. That doesn't mean that it's good. Therefore, the first thing it says here is to deny yourself. So, I know we struggle with that. We struggle with just denying ourselves of simple pleasures or just waiting. I know even my son, oh my God, he's like this perfect example right now. A lot of times I want to say like one of the main things I'm teaching him is patience, because he'll want something when he wants it. And if it's not going quick enough, if the tablet's not uploading quick enough or whatever, it's not working, and crying and want to whine about it and stuff. And it's like, son, if you see the little circle, it means that it's processing. Just be patient. It's coming. You know what I mean? So, sometimes we're going to have to deny ourselves. And obviously that's one of the first steps to becoming a disciple from what I'm seeing here. Take up your cross daily. So it's not just like, oh, I took up my cross when I got baptized and then I'm going to lay it down and do what I want to do. No, it's something you got to do every day. Again, I've shared with you all, my journey. I've shared with you guys about like some of my pet peeves about things that people say. And one of them is that, oh, well, I'm still tempted by X, Y, and Z. And so that must mean that I'm failing and I'm just should live in that. And it's like, well, not necessarily, because if you read the Bible, right, you'll see that you're going to constantly have these temptations. You're going to constantly be, having this adversary trying to get you to not do the will of God. So every day, right, we need to be taking up our cross and denying ourselves and following him. It ultimately is the last part of that verse. And I mean, follow him do what he do, say what he say, act how he act. I mean, that's what I gather when I hear follow me. So, I mean, y'all can go deeper on that, even deeper than I just went just now. But I mean, that's just a little something to think about. Now, again, I have another verse in Luke to share with you guys. It's Luke 6:40. It says, "A disciple is not above his teacher, but everyone, when he is fully trained, will be like his teacher." So I found it to be interesting because, again, a lot of times, I know kids, right? They'll think they know better than their parents, right? And all these different things. It just goes on and on. Just this idea of, being greater than the ones that teach you or something like that. That kind of crossed my mind this morning as I read that verse. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's just important to know that, at the end of the day, it goes even deeper, y'all. It goes even deeper because people do feel like they are a God, right? You've done nothing but be born, but you feel like you're God. Like what God-like things have you done? Like anyway. But people believe in their heart that they are God, right? Because God made, he made us in his image and gave us this authority and, give us life and all these things. And then, we think that we're greater than our master here. We don't like to hear that word. But anyways, let's just talk about the teacher-student thing. So it does say here that the disciple is not above his teacher. But when he is fully trained, right? Okay, so first you got to get trained, right? Then you will be like your teacher. So again, just because you're going to be like your teacher doesn't mean that you are your teacher. I was talking to my mentor yesterday, and I know she commends me a lot. She, motivates me and encourages me, and I guess she says to me that she's proud of me a lot of the things that I've been able to accomplish and whatnot. And I don't know how that compares to the things that she's done, right? But I just don't see how I could take the things that I've done, right, and just be like, oh yes, I'm better than you, mentor. Like, what I mean, but that's what's happening here. Like that, that's what I mean. People do that. As well as that's what this verse is saying here, in a way, just on a roundabout way, basically, like, you can be like your teacher, and that's cool, but you got to be fully trained and to be like your teacher, but not above. And I don't know. Again, something to think about, y'all. That might be pulp for you. You might not like that idea. But, hey, that's the juice, y'all. That right there is the juice. I hope that you all are encouraged and inspired by that. I hope that you all are encouraged and inspired to become disciples, to make disciples, and to go deeper about this whole concept of becoming a disciple and everything like that. The Bible verse of today is Matthew 18:20. It says, "For where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them." Friends, I hope you all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all on Monday, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye. Everyone is stuck at home, but life is still happening around us every day. Birthdays, anniversaries, holidays, and celebrations. Send your friends and family the gift of wine from the comforts of home. Wine shop at home with Miracle of Wine. Wine, gift baskets, wine accessories, and more at miracleofwine.com.